U.S. lawmakers are looking at ways to rein in the National Security Agency. It's the result of NSA snooping leaked by a former NSA contractor.
In tonight's reality check, why the NSA could be snooping on you. As News 13's Frank Faboni reports, the idea is to stop terrorists.
We know the NSA collects a lot of different information, and that could be the most troubling aspect, that so much information shared on the web is now being watched. Government snooping on internet traffic, emails, Facebook, instant messages, and phone calls.
I guess it kind of verified biases I already had and assumptions that everything I do is being watched.
The work of the National Security Agency, and no surprise for some.
Nothing's actually really safe, so there's a measure of risk in everything you do, and we're being watched all the time, so...
Watched on the web first and foremost through emails.
Email, for example, which many people, I think, may believe is a secure, mode of communication, is not secure at all.
Art Mandler, co-owner of Skyrunner Wireless Internet in Asheville, is an internet expert. He says with the right tools, snooping on emails is simple.
Unless you make special effort to encrypt your emails when you send them, they're just open text being sent across the internet.
Also easily watched, internet traffic.
If you, for example, go to a shopping site and look at fly fishing equipment,
something most web users already noticed with internet ads.
When you go to read the New York Times the next day, by golly, those ads are all about fly fishing equipment.
Mandler says it's called tracking and done by all internet providers.
And they're not tracking you by name, they're not saying Frank did this, but they're looking at the IP address that you came from, the MAC address that you came from. They're tracking these numbers and they're storing those in databases and saying, oh, this person is interested in fly fishing.
That data, according to Snowden documents, is also being shared with the NSA.
Who really has time to dig into what I'm doing?
Most on the web aren't too alarmed about losing their privacy.
The other thing that makes me feel a little bit better is that I don't feel like I'm doing anything that the government certainly would care about. On the other hand, I want the privacy. I want to have it. It bothers me that it's not there.
I mean, all the big players have been asked by the NSA to hand over material.
Material government investigators could use against unsuspecting web users.
What if you're a casual marijuana user, and you write to a buddy from high school about that? Or maybe you were 20 years ago and you write to a buddy from high school about that. Is that going to turn up in the database about Mexican drug cartels?
The NSA casting a broad net over the information shared on the web, all in the name of national security.
It's not like we can trust that this is in place and it's going to be used in a good way because there aren't fail-safes for surveillance.
Part of the information collected by the NSA, metadata from billions of phone calls every day. The president defends the action, saying no one's listening to your phone calls, just collecting information to help catch the bad guys.